Student athletes at Brigham Young University receive a lot of resources to help balance the demands of school and competition. Those resources include convenient fueling stations and indoor and outdoor facilities to train. Who doesn't like free stuff? Dozens of Utah foster kids are about to receive a bike at no cost. Raising the stakes on service dog training. He has been skillfully trained to detect gluten in any food to help keep her companion from getting sick. 7 years ago, Naga's companion and trainer was diagnosed with celiac disease,
which is an autoimmune disorder that attacks my intestines whenever I ingest gluten, which is found in wheat, barley, and rye, which is most foods.
Even after going gluten-free, Rebecca was still constantly ill. She later found out it was due to contact from cross-contamination of gluten.
Products that are labeled as gluten-free that you would think that are safe, but in fact are not.
So Naga was specially trained to find even the slightest amount of gluten in any food. Once in the store, Naga is ready for her work. She alerts her companion when a product is not safe by placing her paw on her leg. And if the food is good, she bows her head. Naga is only the 6th gluten-trained dog in the United States, and she is the first in Utah. Dog trainer Molly Baker feels it's hard to train other dogs like Naga because people abuse the idea of a service dog.
You can't just slap a vest on a dog and think, oh yeah, we're good to go. This is really, really hard work.
Naga is constantly helping to better the life of her companion. As a reward, she receives playtime with her squeaky toy and her favorite activity, chasing bubbles.
The symptoms have gotten so much better. I hardly ever get sick anymore. And she has made a huge impact on my life, and she saves me every day.
There are more dogs being trained for gluten detection every day. So if you have a celiac disorder, you may want to look into getting your very own Naga.
So Shai, where can people get their dogs trained like Naga?
Naga's trainer Rebecca is now offering gluten training services along with Molly Baker at Molly's Dog Training. For more contact information, check out my story at 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks, Shai.
Athletes at Brigham Young University receive more benefits than the other students. Y Sports reporter Shai Jackson shows us why the benefits are necessary.
Student athletes at Brigham Young University receive a lot of resources to help balance the demands of school and competition. Those resources include convenient fueling stations and indoor and outdoor facilities to train.
We have a snack shack, we get field cards that we get to use around campus, we got mental strength coaches, we got weightlifting coaches.
And the favorite?
Definitely the gear. You get all types of shoes, you get spikes, you get, different types of t-shirts, hoodies. If we need gloves, we got gloves.
Advantages that student athletes receive are not just for show. They are essential to their performance. BYU sports dietitian Rachel Higginson says the Student Nutrition Center provides easy access to food that athletes need.
What happens when an athlete goes to practice is they're working so hard that they have these tiny tears that happen in their muscles. And so it's vital that after they are done, within 10 to 30 minutes, that they get some nutrition to help the body build and repair.
Athletes also think it would be difficult to perform if they didn't receive extra food.
If I didn't have Snack Shack, I'd be hungry. I wouldn't have no food to eat, and if I didn't have no field card either, I'd be struggling. So,
in addition to a weightlifting facility, athletes have
specialized programs are based upon the demands of the sport itself, as well as the position in the sport. Depending on our maxes, we have different numbers for different exercises. Again, that's specific to each athlete.
Athletes also have access to academic resources and advisors.
Academic Center provides opportunities to teach them about different study skills. Reading comprehension, writing a paper, time management.
Student athletes sometimes face judgment that they have it easy in school with all the benefits, but some athletes don't agree.
When people look at college athletics, they don't look at it as a job, which essentially this is our job. We're getting paid to perform.
Reporting from Brigham Young University, I'm Shai Jackson for Y Sports.
Utah County and the city of Provo are in a legal battle over parking. The county claims Provo is causing them to lose out on money at the Utah Valley Convention Center. 11 News reporter Shai Jackson looks at where the lawsuit is heading.
The Utah Valley Convention Center has been hit with many complaints from their guests, simply wondering, where's the parking? Utah County filed a lawsuit on May 31st claiming Provo failed to provide adequate parking it promised in an agreement made in 2009. Utah County says the lack of parking is resulting in a loss of revenue for the convention center and damage to the center and county's reputation. We talked to a local guest who was attending an event there.
Just kept circling the block looking for a parking spot, and I was really surprised that at this large of an event but there's not more parking or a parking garage.
Provo city officials say they believe they have met their agreement to provide 350 parking stalls. The parking is within walking distance of the convention center and is shared by other businesses. Utah County is requesting Provo pay at least $4 million to cover the cost it would take to provide the necessary parking spaces. Provo now has just another week to respond to the lawsuit.
One Provo business has found a way to put smiles on the faces of local foster kids by giving them free bikes. 11 News reporter Shai Jackson is here to tell you what they have planned.
Who doesn't like free stuff? Dozens of Utah foster kids are about to receive a bike at no cost. The Provo Bicycle Collective is spinning with activity. People around town donated all of the bikes you see here.
We get thousands of donated bikes each year, and we're able to transform them from trash to transportation.
Shop director Austin Taylor created the nonprofit organization to help people in need have a way to get around.
We take them, we fix them up.
Taylor received around 30 to 50 kid bikes, and he wanted to put them to good use. The collective has many tools and stations where volunteers can come in and help make the used bikes safe and ready to ride. Local parent Lauren actually used the store to fix up a bike for his foster daughter. He says he feels people don't really realize how little many foster kids come with.
A lot of times just have the clothes on their back, maybe a backpack of clothes, and their favorite stuffed animal, but as far as bikes and a lot of toys, they don't have those kinds of things.
Foster mom Jessica says she feels the bike giveaway will help foster children be able to enjoy simple kid activities.
They miss out a lot of times on some of these basic joys that people take for granted in childhood, like bikes, which is why it's such a huge deal.
The Provo Bicycle Collective will have the bikes ready to be picked up next week for the foster kids. Reporting live in Provo, Shai Jackson, 11 News.
The Cougar track and field team has returned from the NCAA Regional Championships at UT Austin. 11 News reporter Shai Jackson is here to tell us about the track team's best performance in more than a decade.
Last weekend, the BYU track team battled some of the top schools and athletes in the country. 17 athletes earned their spot to advance to nationals. This was the best regional performance for BYU since 2004. Athletes were required to place in the top 12 in their events to move on to the next level. Coaches say that they were very pleased with the team's performance. BYU 400-meter hurdler Brenna Porter felt she had to finish her race even after taking a substantial fall over her first hurdle.
Kind of regained what was going on was, oh man, I'm not going to qualify for nationals. And in that moment, I was like, you know what, I just got to get up and I got to finish this race.
Highlighted performances included Tatenda Suma with a personal record of 10.14 seconds in the 100-meter dash. Junior Max Giebel also punched his ticket to nationals with a personal best of 50.77 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles. Coaches believe that all the athletes put up a good fight. So 17 athletes are still in the race to take the #1 spot in the nation in their events. The University of Oregon will host the national meet.
It's interesting. So Shai, that was a pretty tough fall. Did Brenna Porter end up qualifying for nationals?
She did not qualify, but she taught everyone a valuable lesson about finishing.
Thanks, Shai.